Welcome to this Farm2Facts video tutorial on the Ecosystem Services tool, analyzing results and creating infographics. First, we'll navigate back to our Farm2Facts accounts. And picking up from the last video, after you've created your profile and entered your data and submitted, you now have your Ecosystem Services results page, which you can get to anytime by going to your account, and under Communicate Findings, you have the option to select Ecosystem Services Results, as well as build infographics, which we'll be talking about in a moment. These results are also year to year, so that's a great part of the tool, is that over the years you can compare season to season. So just double checking that I have the right one. So my 2025 season, and now I'm able to view and analyze my results. And in addition to providing results in these different categories, the tool also generates some ideas that you could consider for your growing practices. And if you look through your results and you realize that there's something missing, you can go down here to edit your data at the bottom. There's also an option to build infographics from this area as well. So going back into editing data, I realized that I forgot to check that I have a certified grass-fed. So I'm entering that in, and then I can go to more info to skip to the end and submit once again. And then that way, that sub-metric will be included in my overall results for the 2025 season. So now I'm ready to go ahead and build infographics. So to create the infographic reports, you have a few different options. First, you want to select the correct season for the report you want to generate. So I'm going to, again, select 2025 for my farm. And then you have an option about the number of infographics you want to include in the report. I'm going to select 3 in this case. And then you also have some different options for the background. So for example, there's a photograph of radishes here you could use. A lot of people like to use a custom image. Perhaps it's based on your brand for your farm, a color that you like to use, or a combination of colors, or just something else that, or I should say a custom color. You could do a custom image too. So custom color, custom image, there's a lot of options. So I'm putting in custom color, just going to select something that's a good contrast for that yellow icons there. Go for a brown here for the background. So now I get a chance to also enter in some information. So I'm going to put in 2025. I'll put in my I could put in my farm name, or I could put in the market that I'm at, but I'm going to put in the farm name in this case. So you see there are some different ways that are different options for what you enter here. And I'm going to put in, maybe it's my the Saturday market that I vend at. So I'll put in Saturdays there. And then you can also put in other information down here, for example, like your email or address, things like that. As far as the metrics go, you select one of the icons there, and then it gives you a chance to select the metric that you want to communicate. So for example, I'm going to select cover crops, and I'm going to put in, you can have a choice of a shorter statement or a longer one. In this case, I'm going to use the longer one because I want to communicate a little bit more with my customers about the benefits of cover crops. So I'll put that there, go under, and then you have some different options here as well. I'm going to select the black outline with white fill for a nice contrast. And I'm going to choose this image for cover crops. So anyways, you can see there's a lot of different options here through the tool, different ways you can represent data, more simple form and longer form. And then once you're happy with the infographic report, you can push the download button and it will load a PNG. You'll download a PNG file for your infographic. So then that's very useful. You can print it, to put on at your farm stand, or you could put it in a newsletter or other communication. Thank you for joining this tutorial today. As always, please reach out to us if you have any questions or want to talk about anything. You can reach us at info@farm2facts.org